Latest football news, engaging debates,
and fascinating opinions.
Pitchside talk on IO Radio.
Welcome back to Pitchside Talk from home with me, George, and I'm joined by this week by Dan and Piers, who's returning on his second debut. Pressed on your debut.
Yeah.
You're back again. Gosh, can't get rid of him, can we, Dan?
No, we can't. It's a curse, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, so we have to just sort of say, before we go into recording, if there's a little bit of delay on each side, we're experiencing internet troubles today. I've had so many, I just want to throw mine out the window, perfectly honest.
Yeah, mine's not great either.
It's not great. Well, we are going to get into the news. So this week we are talking about Ligue, the Premier League, and also Ipswich Town, because they've been doing some business down, haven't they, a little bit?
They have, yeah. Some interesting stuff going on.
Interesting stuff. And also, we're going to be doing the first ever Pitchside Talk quiz. Who's excited?
Yes.
Not looking forward to it.
I'm not very confident, but I'm excited.
I'm going to get exposed. Bad.
Right. No cheating. I'd say no cheating on your phones, and also no coughing. This is not for £1 million.
All right.
Oh
no.
Well, the show must go on if Piers' stands
The
not
show
going.
must go.
The show must go on.
Because someone texts me, their phone going do about 2 flips.
Oh, brilliant. Right, we better get straight into news. And last week we were talking about the Ligue 1. They cancelled their season after the French governing body announced rules that football will not return until September, as all major sporting events, even behind closed doors, have been cancelled. And they have announced this week, well, on the 30th of April, PSG were awarded the title on a points-to-points basis, which has caused a lot of controversy in Ligue 1. Not because PSG's won the title, because they were 8 points ahead when they down.
Yeah, 8 points.
8 points ahead. Well, this is now what's caused a lot of controversy because Lorient and Lens, who were in the top two of Ligue 1 2, which weren't going to get promotion, have now been promoted on a points-by-points basis. Okay, so that sounds fair, doesn't it, guys?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. There's always going to be teams that don't agree with it, but I think that's the fairest thing they could have gone with, because they obviously wanted to finish the season where it is. So, I think it's fair.
Well, this is now where the controversy comes in. 2 teams have been promoted. So you would think, oh yeah, they're not going to do any relegations because it's sort of unfair, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite unfair. Well,
it depends on that.
Well, Amiens and Toulouse have been relegated from Ligue 1 to Ligue 2, which has now seen Amiens launch an online petition demanding justice for their relegation. Something we haven't seen before. They're not taking legal action like some clubs were planning to do if relegation was going to happen over the financial loss, but to do a petition to demand justice for their relegation and to be reinstated back in. Do you feel they're making the right decision? Because if we look at the moment, they are only 4 points away from safety in Liga. I've got the online petition up here. Once it loads, here we go. They are currently on 9,256 signatures, speaking at this current moment of time. Do you feel they're making the right decision by doing this?
I don't think they've got anything to lose, really, have they? I think any team that's going to get promoted into the second division is obviously going to want to stay, because I'm sure there's a lot of money in it. I know definitely in the Premier League there'll be a lot. I'm not sure how much big difference in the French league is, but I can understand them doing it. It is tight, and their form, it hasn't been the best form. I mean, in the last, I think it's last 6 they've drawn 3, or last 5 they've drawn 3, lost 2, but they seem in all right form. But it is close. It's close enough where I think they can have a debate, to be fair, for Ames.
What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I think that's right. Obviously, it's close enough. Obviously, they don't feel like it should end. They feel like they, have enough to stay up. So I think they have every right to think that they want to keep the league going on. But at the same time, it's not something that they can control. If that's what the governing body decide, then I don't know. I don't know how much signatures it needs for them to look at it. But 9,000 is quite a decent amount, because they were aiming for, was it 5? You said.
Yes. So on Monday when they launched it got up to 5,000, and now they're asking for 10,000. So I guess once they hit that target, it goes up by a few much. I'm not too sure on what the specific target they need, but it looks like it goes up each time.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that goes on. But I can understand why they feel like they want to keep it going on. But then at the same time, what can they do?
Yes, what can they do? Well, they are asking, in the petition, they are asking the league governing body to reconsider their decision to relegate 2 sides. And instead of having what they usually have a 20-team season, they want a 22-team season. With Toulouse, who are 14 points away from safety, to be put back in the league. Do you feel that would be fair for a team that's done so badly this season to be reinstated back in, even though they look certain for relegation?
Yeah, that'll be an interesting decision if that comes to it. Yeah, and as you said, they're bottom by quite a lot. So, I don't know. I don't know if they deserve to really stay in the league, but that'll give a good chance for them to rebuild for next season. But that's something that they could look into, having 22 teams. That could be something that all the leagues look into, to be honest. But it's just a bit confusing because they're so far behind that it looks like it's not really fair for other teams like who are closer to survive. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide.
What about you, Piers? What do you think to this sort of keeping Toulouse in that, who are looking certain for relegation?
I agree with Dan. I think 22 would be interesting. I think it's something they could do, but Toulouse have only won 3 games this season. They've lost 21, I think. So they should be down. They definitely should go down. They have no argument, I don't think, that they could stay up. So I think if they went down, they should have no complaints. But I mean, 22 wouldn't be too bad. It matters how they do it. Would they have more relegations the next season, or would they just keep 22? I guess you can even out easy because there's always going to be enough teams in the leagues, but it's up to them, I guess. Personally, I would just relegate 2 and just have the top 2 in the division below, because if you're not relegating them and they're not going to promote the others, is it fair on them?
That is true. That's sort of the argument, really. Who's it fair on? In Ligue 2, it's sort of taking the top 2 out, but the one problem is from first to fifth, it's only split by a matter of points, which is sort of kind of the unfair thing there. It's like sort of what they want to do in the Premier League. How do you do it with sort of the playoffs and that?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, with the playoffs, it's hard, isn't it? Because with the Championship, imagine that. Imagine the teams in the Championship, it's never always just because the way I was thinking about it, I guess they could just do 3rd, but then it's not always 3rd who wins the Championship, is it?
No.
So, I don't know how.
If you're Leeds United and you're in the playoffs, you never win, do you?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It matters. It matters whether they're thinking more about money, doesn't it? The FA, or how are they going to do it? But maybe they could do the playoffs behind closed doors. Maybe that's something that they could do. But I guess it's depending on what the teams think.
What do you think about this, Dan?
I think that I agree with Piers. I think stuff like this, it's confusing when teams are so close together. It's going to be a really hard decision for the governing body, whoever it is, to decide when it's that close together. But the teams who are in the top 5 are there for a reason. The teams that are in the top 2 are there for a reason. Obviously, the league table doesn't lie. So, it will be interesting. And with the Championship, behind closed doors, playoff games could happen. That'll be interesting. And I was expecting them to say third place, go up, but as Piers said, the Championship is a league that anything can happen. I can't actually remember the last time sixth place won the playoffs, but
Well, Aston Villa last year. Aston Villa was sixth, weren't they, last year?
I think they were fifth. I think they finished fifth. Not quite sure though.
I know
Derby was sixth, weren't they?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
because they played Leeds who were third.
Yeah. Can never remember.
But anyway, it'll be very interesting to see. I think it's such a confusing time at the moment. So yeah, they're obviously trying to figure out what's best for all the teams in the league. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
We will have to wait and see. And also something we have to wait and see is the Premier League. I don't know what it is with the Premier League. They seem to be really optimistic. They're going to get this league back underway where other countries are cancelling. And a suggestion has come in from the PFA Chief Executive, Graham Taylor, has suggested that football could return in England with halves less than 45 minutes.
Oh, God.
What do we think about this? There is a big meeting tomorrow that's going to happen, but they are discussing with players because players are concerned about their safety, and they're discussing about having more substitutions, less halves, and at neutral venues, which I don't know how that would work, but the neutral venue. So what do you think of these new proposals?
I don't know. To me, it doesn't make a difference because everyone's together anyway. It doesn't matter if you're playing 30 minutes or 45 minutes a half. You're still all together, aren't you? So that's what I get confused about. I don't think the less than 45 minute thing will be very popular. When I saw that, I first thought, no, just don't do that. But if that's going to be safer, then I guess that's something they'll do. Obviously, it looks like games are going to be behind closed doors now, and neutral venues. I don't know about that one. I guess that could happen, but there's travel involved and things like that. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what they decide about that. But yeah, the less than 45-minute things, I don't want that to happen personally.
What do you think to these new proposals, Piers? Less than 45 minutes halves.
Well, it's funny. It's all the football speaking, but they're not asking the players, are they?
No.
You know what I mean? Like Aguero said the other day, he doesn't want to play. He's scared. He's scared that he's going to infect someone that he knows or he loves. So I just think if there wasn't all these big TV deals and everything, then I don't think they'd even be talking about it. I think the league would have been suspended by now. I don't see the point in playing the games behind closed doors when all the major leagues are done. Just give Liverpool a title and just be done with it, to be honest. That's all you've got to do. Even though I don't want them to, I just want them to null it. Just give Liverpool a title, drop the bottom two or bottom three. I don't know. It matters how they would do it in the Championship. And then just relegate. Just go from there. People are going to be annoyed no matter what, but what can you do in this situation? But no, 45-minute half, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? All the travel and everything, and all the people you've got to be there, the medical staff that have got to be there and everything, there's no point, I don't think.
Are they being too optimistic? Should they just be, realistic and go, we're going to have to stop it? It's going to get too far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I guess maybe what you said about champions, maybe no relegations, because there is talk if they do relegate, there will be massive lawsuits. Apparently, Bournemouth are lining up a massive lawsuit if they do get relegated. I heard
they should have won more games then.
That is true, but they are tied on points with Watford and West Ham.
Oh.
So that's the problem. They're tied on points with them.
Yeah. Look, if there's no relegations, that's going to make an awful season even worse for me. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I thought you'd be in proposal of relegation straight away. We won't mention who's at bottom. Well, we've finally actually got some local Ipswich Town news. It's taken a few weeks to get some, but yesterday Ipswich Town finally provided some news over young first-team players who were out of contract this summer, and they have announced that Dobra and Harry Wright have had their contracts extended by an extra year, so they will stay at the club for an extra year. But it is understood that Dobra, Dizelle and Brent McGavin are currently in talks on long-term deals, which could be once signed when the players return back to training. So, Dan, you're a massive Ipswich Town fan. We all know about this. We all know you love good Ipswich Town players.
Yeah.
Especially Dazelle on occasion.
Well, you know my thoughts on Dazelle, but yeah.
I do know your thoughts on Dazelle. What are your thoughts on this? This Ipswich Town keeping their bright young stars possibly for the long-term future. As we discussed on the show at one point, some of these stars were going to leave.
Yeah, it's brilliant news. I think it's brilliant that we're deciding to do this, and the long-term contracts that are being rumoured. I think that's really good as well. Dazelle, I've said before, I think he's overrated, but he can, on his day, be brilliant. And we've seen sparks this season, actually all seasons since he's pretty much started. But he hasn't really got the chance this year to. I think you said he played 15 games this season.
He's played 15 in all competitions, one goal, but he did start the last 2 League One games, which he did look quite impressive in, I thought.
Yeah, and we all know that he can be a great player, but it does help that his dad is an Ipswich legend as well, of course. But yeah, I think he can be a fantastic player, and I am actually glad, no matter what I've said before, that he's staying on. Dobra, I think he's a massive talent from what I've seen of him. He looks brilliant. I'm really happy that he's signed on, because he was linked with Fulham, I believe. Oh, Brighton. Yeah, they did, didn't they? And we rejected it. I remember that now.
Yes, I remember that. Oh, Piers has disappeared.
Yeah. Don't know what happened. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, Dobra signed. That's brilliant. He's going to be a fantastic player in the future. McGavin, we've seen him once. He just randomly started a game in the league, didn't he? I can't even remember what game that was.
It was against Fleetwood.
Yeah, that was that game, wasn't it? Yeah, that Piers was there. Yeah, but he looked okay in that game. He could be another player for the future, I think. And then Harry Wright. I haven't seen much of Harry Wright, but give him a chance. He looks kind of small for a goalkeeper from what I've seen of him. But yeah, brilliant. And then 4 players have signed contract extensions. I'm really happy about that.
So with it to sign up all these players, does that mean that we could possibly see some big names leave in the summer? There is still rumours over the big names going to Championship or Premier League clubs. Do you feel that it's just doing this as a safety barrier, just in case if the worst does happen?
Yeah, maybe. I think it's obvious that Downs and Wolverhampton are most likely to go in the summer. If the transfer window does happen, they've been linked with moves away to Premier League clubs already. So, yeah, I'm not confident about Downs and Wolverhampton staying at the club. So, yeah, it could be cover for them, keeping these young players. But it'll be interesting to see what happens, because I've said all throughout this year that this summer is massive, because we need to get out of this league. So yeah, it'll be interesting who we want to sign and who leaves, and I'm expecting Downs and Wolverhampton to leave, unfortunately, and also there's other players that are out of contract as well. So yeah, the summer is quite important, even if we're not playing. We didn't finish this at the end of the season.
What do you think, to Piers, about this sort of Ipswich Town signing up a lot of their first team young players? Do you think this sort of shows that the future can be bright and they're going to maybe put a bit more time into the youth this time?
Yeah, I think they need to. I think Ipswich has always been known for having good young players. They've always had a good sort of academy over the last few years. So I think they really need to utilise it and keep young players. Player Finn Downs, I really, really like. He's someone that I'd love for them to try and keep as much as possible. I know he's had a couple sort of, obviously the under-21s and that, and under-23s England call-ups. So I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him stay. I think they need to keep the young players as much as possible, because I think Ipswich always does well with young players. Eventually, they normally always leave, don't they? But I'd like to see them hold on to some good young talent. And like Dan said, they need to get out of that league as soon as possible.
They do need to get out of that league as soon as possible. Well, we've run out of news, but for the first time ever, we're going to be doing a quiz, guys. Who's ready?
Yeah.
Sort of.
I think so.
Have we got a notepad and pen or anything to write down answers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say there is 10 questions. There's 10 questions. There is a tiebreaker question just in case.
Let me get a pen.
Just in case. And, oh, here he goes again.
Oh no!
Here's the falling over once again. This is going crazy.
Brilliant.
People listening, you don't know how many problems we've had trying to record the show.
I know. Let me get my heart back again.
Oh God! In a minute, he's going to be rushed off to A&E with an injury because of this. Phone on. Right. So there's 10 questions. It's multiple choice.
Oh, good.
It's multiple choice. Don't worry about it. I will reveal the answers. What each question we do, I'll reveal the answers. So be about like a 10-second sort of timer. Is that fair enough for you guys?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay then. So the first question of the first ever Pitchside Talk football quiz. I think I should call it like that. Football pub quiz, maybe. Is that too?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I need some alcohol.
Need a point.
Not just yet. So the first question is, what year was the Premier League founded? Was it A, 1990, B, 1991, or C, 1992?
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to count to 10 in my head here. It's not working, is it? Should get a timer out. Should get a timer out for this. And I will say stop now, yeah?
Yep.
So, lads, what are your answers?
I have gone for. I'm pretty sure it's 1992. That's what I went for.
What about you,
And
Piers?
I've gone for B, 1991. I can't remember which one.
Well, Dan, you are correct, and Piers, you are wrong. It was 1992. Yes, it was founded in 1992. In that time, we've had 6 different clubs win the Premier League, and one of them's not Liverpool. Not just yet.
No. One of them is Blackburn Rovers, isn't it?
Yes, and Leicester. And Leicester City.
And Leicester.
All right then. Second question: who holds the record for the most consistent Premier League appearances, which is 310?
Oh my God.
A, Brad Friedel. B, Petr Cech. Or C, Kasper Schmeichel. Your time starts now. Look at the thinking on those faces. Time's up. Ooh. All right, lads. What have we gone for now?
Oh,
I'm gonna go for B.
go on.
I've gone for B. Petr Cech. I know he had the head injury, but I think he might have more. But that Brad Friedel just makes me think, oh, he's definitely stuck that in there because it is him. But I'm gonna go for B.
Okay. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I've gone for B as well. But I'm not sure I know much about Brad Friedel, to be honest. But I don't know how much games he's played. But yeah, I've gone for B as well.
Well, I can reveal to both of you that you're both wrong. It's Brad Friedel. It's Brad Friedel.
No, it would be just that random name.
That random name. I saw it and I went, oh, I'll take that. Right. Question 3. In the 2000-2003 season, Ipswich Town were in the Championship and they finished 7th place. But which team finished below them? Was it A, Crystal Palace, B, Norwich City, or C, Wimbledon FC? Your time starts now. It's a tough question, I have to say. Got 4 seconds. And there we go. Your time's up. So who are we going for? Starting with Dan?
Right, so I have no idea what the answer to this question is, but I've gone for A, Crystal Palace.
Okay. What about you, Piers?
Yeah, because I think Wimbledon were having problems then, or they weren't even a club at that. No, because in 2006 one, or was it 2004? I can't remember. Anyway, I've gone for A.
You've gone for A.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed with both of you lads here. It's Norwich City. Norwich City finished
Oh,
1 point behind
I
Ipswich
thought that was
Town.
a year they were in the Premier League. That's why.
Crystal
That might
Palace
be
finished
too easy.
11 finished 11 points behind Ipswich, and Wimbledon were 5. Can't believe this.
Well, I
Right.
haven't got one yet.
Right then.
I don't know. What was it? 2003. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I didn't even support it. I was like 2 years old.
All right. Question 4. Which English referee officiated the 2010 World Cup final? Was it A, Howard Webb, B, Mark Clattenburg, or C, the legend Mike Dean? Your time starts now. 5 seconds. So intense this is. I'm not even taking part. And your time's up. Who are we going for, lads?
I have gone for. Because he gave a red card in the final, didn't he? Who was that? Oh, I'm gonna just go with B. I don't know. B.
Okay. What about you,
Yeah.
Dan?
It was between A and B because I don't think Mike Dean. I don't think it was Mike Dean. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Mike Dean. It probably was now. But I've gone for A, Howard Webb.
Well, I can say C was wrong. C was definitely wrong. Mike Dean wasn't even there. But Howard Webb was the right answer. And I have to say, fun fact, Howard Webb was the only English referee at the World Cup games. And I still will never know how he didn't give a red card from Nigel Young, but we will never know. That's a myth. That'll get one day.
We will never know.
We will never know. Well, question 5. Who assisted Didier Drogba's equaliser goal against Bayern Munich in the 2012 Champions League final? Was it A,
Okay, I know this one.
Florian Malouda, B, Frank Lampard, or C, Juan Mata? Your time
I watched this
now.
game as well.
What's sticking? No coughing, Piers. And your time is up. Right. Who are we going for, guys? Dan first.
Right. I'm pretty sure people would know this, but I've gone for Juan Mata.
Okay. What about you, Piers?
Yeah, C, Juan Mata took the corner quickly. I'm pretty sure Fernando Torres won the corner. He took it. The ball almost hit Lampard's head, but Drogba got onto it. All right.
Well, you're both correct. It was Juan Mata. Yes, you are correct. Torres did give it to him very quickly. It nearly did hit Frank Lampard's header, which would have never seen Drogba's equaliser goal. And Florian Malouda came on in the 73rd minute for Brian Bertrand, who played that game. And Piers' phone stopped again. Oh, gosh.
That's ridiculous.
Right then.
He was so excited about Ryan Bertrand. That's why.
Didn't he?
Question 6. Mario Balotelli scored 20 times for Manchester City in 3 seasons in the Premier League. But how many times did he assist a teammate in those seasons, in all 3 seasons? Was it A, 1, B, 2, or C, 3? Your time starts now. This is actually quite a tough question, I have to say. And your time is up.
Right. I'm going to go for A, and I think it was just the Aguero goal, wasn't it?
Okay. What about you, Dan?
I've gone for A as well.
Well,
that's my guess.
I could tell you, you're both wrong. It was 3 times.
Oh my
You are correct. He did assist Aguero in the famous game. That was the only time in each season he only got 1 assist. And the first season was against Sunderland. The second was QPR. And the third was Fulham. Who knew? Question 7. Sadio Mane holds the record for the fastest hat-trick in a Premier League game against Aston Villa, of course. But what was his time? Was it A, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. B, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Or C, 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
I think I said this on the last show.
You did. That's what I put it in. The time starts now. Look at the consequence.
I don't even know.
Well, you've got 3 seconds to write down an answer.
All right, sure.
And your time is up now. So who have we gone for, guys? Dan first?
I've gone for C.
Okay.
Yes.
Piers?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is C. I'm pretty sure it's C.
Well, you're both wrong. It was B. 2 minutes and 56 seconds. He actually smashed the record, which was set by Robbie Fowler, which was 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Question 8. Who is the oldest Premier League manager to manage a game in Premier League history? Is it A, Neil Warnock, who's going to be Ipswich Town manager next season? B,
Very much doubt
Roy Hodgson, the very famous England manager, which we will never speak about Iceland ever again? Or is it C, Sir Alex Ferguson? We know what happened to him. Your time starts now. Ooh. I'd say this time I've got my phone is really quite intense. Got 3 seconds. 2, 1. The time is up. So who have we gone for then? Starting with Dan?
This was hard. I don't think it was Neil Warnock. I don't think he's that old. I've gone for Sir Alex Ferguson.
Okay. Piers?
I have gone for your boy Neil Warnock at the moment. I think he is that old.
I don't think he's that old. Oh, it probably is, isn't it?
I can confirm that it is Roy Hodgson, who is the oldest manager in Premier League history to take charge of a game. He was 71 years and 198 days. Neil Warnock, you are right, is the youngest. He was 70 years old and 84 days. And Sir Alex Ferguson is 71 and 139 days when he took charge of his last Premier League game. Right, and question 9. So last Saturday, it was David Beckham's birthday. He celebrated his 45th birthday. But which famous David Beckham moment was shown on Saturday in the BBC's World Cup Rewind programme they have on it today? Was it A, 1998 Argentina versus England? B, 2002 England versus Argentina? Or C, 2006 England versus Ecuador? Time starts now. This is probably the toughest question of all. This is for £1 million. Don't cough. And your time is up. So, Piers, what have you gone for?
I have gone for B, 2002, because I think 98. I know we did play Argentina, but I don't think
Okay.
I had anything to do with anything. I go on. I can't remember.
Okay. Dan?
Yeah, I've gone for B as well. I'm pretty sure I had the same thought as Piers.
Yeah.
Don't think that moment. Oh, I can't really remember though.
Sadly, you're both wrong.
Nah!
It was A.
Was that actually A?
It was A. They showed it. They showed that game, and famously, he was the one that kicked Diego Simeone whilst he was down and got sent off. 2002 World Cup against Argentina was his revenge. I think he won the game. I think he got 2 goals. And the 2006 game against Ecuador, he scored. He was the only scorer in that game to see England go up against a side called Portugal. Apparently, some guy winked in that game. I don't know who it was.
Oh, yeah. I remember Simeone one now.
It was Diego Simeone. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Question 10. Yeah, we might just do the bonus question anyway, because why not? If it's a fun question. Question 10. Leeds United are currently sitting first place in the Championship. But how many years have they spent outside the Premier League? Is it A, 15, C, 16. Oh, B, 16, sorry. Or is it C, 17? Your time starts now. Look at the concentration here. Got to think how many times Leeds have bottled it. And your time is up. So what have we gone for here then?
I've
gone for.
That's right there.
All right. I've gone for B because I think. I think no. I'm going to stick. No, I've already gone with B, so I'm going with B.
Okay,
I was about to change it, but I can't.
We'll see you if you're right in a second. What about you, Piers?
I've gone for C because I think it's a year less than Ipswich. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was literally just thinking. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Well, I can confirm that, Piers, you are correct. It is 17 years the Leeds have spent outside the Premier League. And in that time, they've suffered, I don't know, how many times they bottled the league? Quite a lot, haven't they? A relegation or two. Quite a few managers.
Yeah, they spent quite a time in League One, didn't they?
Spygate, Neil Warnock's managed them, and some other managers. Can't think who. Well, we will do the bonus question. I can confirm. If Piers gets this right, it will tie up the scores, which I'll have to try and find another question. But at the moment, Dan, you are winning 3 points to Piers' 2.
Right. Okay.
So we could.
Not great scores, are they?
Not great scores, but it's the first ever quiz.
So what we know.
Right, the last question, the bonus question. I think, you know what? We'll do this for 2 points, shall we? 2 points? Sound fair?
Okay, yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, bonus question is, how many appearances did Jordan Spence make for Ipswich Town? Is it A, 74, B, 75, or C, 76? Dan, you should know this because he's your idol, because I'm going to give you an extra 5 seconds for this. Your time starts now. Ooh, look at this. Concentration here. Who's going to get it right? Will Dan know his idol's most appearances for Ipswich Town? We'll find out in a second. Your time is up. I'll go to Piers first. What have you gone for, Piers?
I'm going to go for C, 76, because he's played one too many games. So that's what I'm going to say.
Okay, one too many games. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I don't know how many games, but I'm hoping that it's the lesser one because I'm just hoping it is. So I'm going with A.
You're going with A?
74.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of you has got the correct answer.
Oh, Jesus.
One of you's got the wrong answer. The correct answer is C, 76.
Yes!
Oh.
So that means Piers takes it home 4 points to Dan's 3. Dan, I'm quite surprised you didn't know that. That's your idol. We've been talking about him all week.
Well, it is embarrassing that he played that many games anyway. So
yeah, it is a little bit embarrassing. I did actually have his stats up earlier of what he played in each season. Where is it? Here it is. Because I just found him on a good old internet search and product placements right there.
He did get an assist against Norwich. That's one thing I can say he did actually all right for once.
That's
did he score a last-minute one against Millwall?
Yeah, he did. What game that was.
Oh, what a player. Here we go.
Oh, no. It's just annoying because we finally get a good right back and then he gets injured for the whole bloody season.
He scored 4 goals and 5 assists in his time there. So he looks. He must be better than Kane Vincent-Young, mustn't he?
Well, Kane Vincent-Young's played like 3 games.
He got 4 goals and
he scored 2 already. maybe. So he's
Well, so we can
Well-
confirm.
that was the season that he left as well, I think.
No, it isn't. It's the season before he left. It's the 17-18 season.
Okay.
So I can confirm that Piers knows more about football than Dan, especially when it comes to town.
I think overall we both did quite poor, to be fair.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Quizmaster's the problem, Dan.
Yeah.
You should never
Let's blame the Quizmaster. You're right.
You should never blame the Quizmaster. If we was playing for £1 million, then you wouldn't be blaming me. So Piers takes the first quiz there of the week. Shall we do another one next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Maybe you should do some what do they call it? Research. Don't they say?
Who
Just,
can be
just go
bothered
over
to
your
do
skills.
that? I've got so much things to do, George.
I'll be
God.
looking at failing Ipswich Town player appearances.
Maybe we should do a Paul Hurst special next week. That sound right?
No.
Mick McCarthy.
All right. Oh.
Trying to think of
Well,
some-
actually, I'll probably be all right at that. So
yeah, that'd be your special subject, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thanks for listening to this very chaotic pitchside talk this week. If you want to follow us on or follow us on any of our social medias, for Twitter it's at pitchside talk. For Instagram it's talk_pitch. If you want to listen to us as an audio version instead of watching it on YouTube because you don't want to see our beautiful faces, you can go on to Mixcloud for pitchside talk. So lads, it's nice to see you for another week, and I'll see you next week, I guess then.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you
you
soon.
next week.
And ciao.
The whistle has been blown for full time. Tune in next week for another jam-packed show.